fully. Kion, you okay, Kion? I think so. He took a steadying breath, planting his paws. Wind began swirling around him, the grass bending outward. His eyes glowed brightly, and the sky darkened as clouds gathered overhead. Kion, roar of the elders. The sound exploded from him louder, wilder, more powerful than he intended. Massive shockwave blasted forward. The entire cliffside trembled violently. The baboons screamed as the ledge broke apart completely. Beshit Kion, too much. Kion's eyes widened in horror as boulders shattered and dust filled the air. But the roar didn't stop. It kept going, the wind spiraling into a storm he no longer controlled. Kion's stop finally faded, leaving Kion panting. The ledge was gone. But so were the baboons fully. There, look. Ono swooped rapidly, diving multiple times. One by one, he guided the baboons onto a safe outcropping below. Oh no, I've got them. Everyone's safe. Kion collapsed to his knees, shaken. Kion, I could have hurt them. I almost. Bunga placed a paw on his shoulder. Bunga. Hey buddy, no one got hurt. That's what matters. But Kion shook him off, guilt twisting his expression. Kion, no, that's not what matters. I didn't control it, it controlled me. The other guard members exchanged worried glances. Fuli stepped closer. Fuli, Kion, this is more than just nerves, isn't it? Kion looked away. Kion, I need to talk to someone. Someone who understands the roar. Later that day, Kion made the long climb to the peak of Pride Rock. The sky was now cloudy, a storm brewing at the edges of the horizon. Simba stood there, watching the land he ruled with a calm, steady gaze. The moment he saw Kion, his face softened with concern. Simba. Son, I heard what happened. Kion lowered his head. Kion, Dad, something's wrong with me. Simba rested a paw gently on his shoulder. Simba, nothing is wrong with you. The roar, it's powerful. More powerful than even I understood when I first learned about it. Kion, but what if I can't control it? Simba. Then you listen to the past, and to yourself. The kings who came before you speak for a reason. Their wisdom guides the roar. Kion swallowed. Kion, I've tried listening. I don't hear anything. Simba sighed, looking toward the darkening sky. Simba. When I was young, I ignored the voices too. Sometimes, fear makes the world too loud to hear them. But courage makes room for the truth. Kion stared at the horizon. Kion, what if the truth is that I'm not meant to have this power? Simba, Kion, I didn't choose the roar. It chose you. That means the kings believe in you even if you don't believe in yourself yet. Kion wanted to accept those words. But the pressure inside him, heavy, powerful, like storm clouds trapped beneath his ribs, kept pressing. Kion, I need to be alone for a while. Simba nodded solemnly. Simba. I understand. But remember, whatever you face, you don't face it alone. Kion walked away, descending the far side of Pride Rock toward the quiet, secluded canyon where the echoes were soft and the wind could be heard clearly. As the sky darkened further, Kion reached the canyon floor. He sat, breathing slowly, trying to steady his heartbeat. Kion, okay, kings of the past. If you're really watching, I need your guidance. I need your help. Please. The wind swept through the canyon, lifting dust and grass. Kion closed his eyes, concentrating. But instead of voices, the ground trembled. Kion opened his eyes as a massive elephant herd came thundering down the canyon, trumpeting loudly in panic. Kion, oh no, a stampede. He jumped to his paws and raced forward, shouting to the elephants. Kion, stop! You have to turn around. The canyon narrows up ahead, but they were too panicked to hear him. Ono swooped overhead. Oh no, Kion! The elephants got spooked by a sudden lightning strike. Fuli and Besht are trying to slow them from the front. Kion saw dust clouds far ahead, Fuli darting back and forth, Besht bracing himself against the charging herd. Fuli, Kion, hurry! We can't hold them back much longer. Kion's heart pounded. The roar surged inside him, begging to be released. But fear nearly froze his paws. Kion, no! What if I lose control again? From somewhere behind him, Bunga's voice echoed. Bunga, Kion, you can do it. We believe in you." Kion stared at the oncoming elephants, then closed his eyes. The pressure built thick, dangerous, wild. Then, in the midst of the chaos, a voice whispered Mufasa Kion. It was soft at first, then stronger. "Mufasa, trust the roar, trust yourself." The wind changed direction, swirling upward. Kion opened his eyes, determination replacing fear. "Kion, I'm ready." He stepped forward, feeling the ancient power gathering beneath his paws. But this time he guided it, shaped it, calmed it with his heartbeat. "Kion, ha-ha." The elephants grew closer, their trumpets deafening. Kion, roar of the elders. The blast was powerful but controlled. Instead of destroying the canyon walls, it channeled upward, creating a wall of wind. The force slowed the elephants, then gently pushed them toward the wider path on the left. Fuli and Besht watched in awe as the massive herd safely redirected, the stampede slowing to a calm walk. "Besht, Kion, you did it." Wala Fuli. Not just did it, controlled it. Bunga bounded up, tackling Kion with a hug. Bunga that was unbelievable. Kion laughed breathlessly, relief washing over him. "Kion, I heard Mufasa, just for a moment. And everything finally made sense." "Fully, what did he say?" Kion looked up at the sky. "Kion, to trust myself." Simba arrived moments later, smiling proudly as he approached. "Simba, looks like you listened after all." Kion nodded. "Kion, and I'm ready to keep learning, no matter how long it takes." Simba placed a paw on his son's mane. "Simba, I'm proud of you, Kion. The roar doesn't make you who you are, your heart does." The lion guard gathered around Kion, forming their familiar circle. "Kion, till the Pride Lands end all." Lion guard defend. As their voices echoed through the canyon, the clouds above finally began to break, letting warm sunlight stream through. The storm inside Kion had calmed, not gone, but understood. And for the first time, he felt not fear, but hope. The morning sun rose slowly over the Pride Lands, casting long golden rays across the grasslands. Dew still clung to the tall grass, sparkling like tiny stars as the light touched them. In the quiet of dawn, a single young lion walked alone toward the edge of Pride Rock, his paws brushing lightly over the stone. Kion breathed in deeply, the crisp air filling his chest, and with it, the weight he had carried for days. He stood tall, looking out over the kingdom, but his eyes were troubled. "Kion, the roar, it's changing. I feel it every time I use it." His voice echoed softly off the cliffside. He closed his eyes, listening, hoping maybe he'd hear the comforting whisper of the ancient kings guiding him. But the only sound was the wind, blowing steadily through his mane. Behind him, soft footsteps approached. Fully sat down at his side, her tail swishing casually, though her eyes were sharp with concern. "Fully, you're up early again. That makes what? 5 mornings in a row." Kion kept his gaze toward the horizon. Kion couldn't sleep. "Fully, let me guess. The roar." Kion didn't answer, which was answer enough. "Fully, you know, ignoring it isn't going to make it better." Kion sighed, shoulders heavy. "Kion, I'm not ignoring it. I'm trying to understand it. Every time I call on it, it feels like something inside me pushes harder, stronger, like it's trying to take control." "Fully, or maybe you're just getting stronger." "Kion, it doesn't feel like strength before." Fully could respond. Ono swooped down from above, landing neatly beside them. "Oh no. Kion, Fully, trouble at Mapango Cliffs. Baboons are stuck on a narrow ledge, looks like a landslide." Fully stood instantly. "Fully, great. Let's go." Kion hesitated for a split second. He felt that pressure again, the strange thrum behind his ribs, but the kingdom needed him. He nodded. "Kion, till the Pride Lands end." Fully and Ono. "Lion Guard, defend." They raced across the plains, Ono gliding ahead. As they neared the cliffs, Besht and Bunga were already waiting. "Besht, good thing you're here, Kian. This ledge is way too small for me to reach them." Bunga, and I tried climbing down, but the rocks kept breaking. Not safe for a honey badger. And that's saying something. High above them, a group of panicking baboons shrieked and clung to roots poking out from the cliff wall. Pebbles tumbled beneath their feet, falling into the deep chasm below. Kion stepped forward. Kion, everyone stay back. I'll clear the loose rocks with the roar. Bunga pumped a fist. Bunga, yeah, roar time. But Kion didn't smile. His paw pads tingled. His heart beat faster, pounding like distant thunder. That deep, unfamiliar force stirred again, whispering bigger, louder, more. Fully noticed his hesitation.